Good morning, you beautiful bastards. Oh, I love every one of you that are here and not here and going to be here. And yeah, every one of you. Big shout out to my friend Cherie for hooking the blazing up with some blazing, or I wouldn't be blazing. You rock, Cherie. Love you, darling. Morning. Okay, I might want to take these sunglasses off, I guess, huh? Ooh. Well, it's kind of bright, I guess. Ah, chopping one up. How's your guys' morning going? Like the title? I was just listening to that song. I was like, oh, ha, ha. I don't think of my titles ahead of time, you know. What kind of title is that, Dean? She's a humorous one. They kind of like put me on the spot. You ever go live from this app? Like you hit the icon direct from YouTube? Oh, cool. Pretty good to see you. I don't know if you... It's actually a song. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like at the last second, all of a sudden I get stuck with, you know, create a title. And it's like, and yeah, I come up with some good ones and some not so good ones and some funny ones and whatever's on the top of my weird skull. It's pretty much what that was. I was actually listening to an old Eminem song called Shake That Ass. That's where that come from. You coming home with me, bitch, and my boy, and his girl. 187? Yeah, 187 on the undercover cop. Another thing I was just fucking around with. I'm weird. I know it. It said 87 on the hat. I just put in a 1. Another lame attempt at humor, I guess. Well, good morning, weird. You got it. All freaky up in here. Let me clue you. All freaky. Hey, Vinny. All right. Hey, creepy. Cheers. You gonna be? But yeah, I was just listening to that song, and it's like, well, kind of funny. I'll put it up there. Give a little pop. Feel like I got a new crazy lease on it, yeah. Creative freedom. I can be as fucking nasty as I motherfucking want to be. Oh, you're fucking too much. Fucking creepy. My word. Never understood the Top Gun scene. How they were wearing sunglasses in the night. I know, yeah, I just came inside. It ain't night here. It's like, really, you see, it's kind of bright. I ain't got a, well, I guess I do have a light on, but I don't need to. Matter of fact, I don't know if that made much of a difference. Yeah, don't seem to, but yeah, it's, well, what, 7:30, 7:45, something like that in Maine. Maine, USA. Oh, I know. I was just thinking, yeah, I know. I usually put them on for the thumbnail or something, you know what I mean? Just so they ain't gonna, but yeah. They hit you with that too on this app too. You know what I mean? It's like create a title. Oh, you get done with that, and then it's all of a sudden, okay, now smile for the fucking thumbnail. 3, 2, 1. Holy fuck! Kind of put me on the spot there, guys. You know, you can't change the thumbnail obviously until after, but yeah. I've changed a few. Well, usually on my Sunday show, I change it up. Well, good for you. You rock. What a good mom. No, I changed the name of my channel. It's 420 Dean Blazin'. I was getting a lot of, I don't know. I wasn't getting a lot, but like, there was another channel I used to work with when I first started. They were giving me a lot of shit, and because I was associated with monsters and the monster family and Create Not Hate, they were picking on them too. So I was like, you know what? Just me only. Not only that, it freed me up to go back at them as hard as I fucking want to do. So, yeah. The last thing I want to do is, you know, misrepresent, you know, a family of, you know, community that I love, so. That's funny. I suppose I should do a fucking video and let everybody know, but I haven't. I'm fucking slacking. Fuck them twat waffles. Exactly. I love how you think. Yeah, it was the same crew that me and Dean, well, I said Dina, but Granny both were on. That's how I met her. Now all of a sudden, you know, we're both a bunch of ass. Anybody that leaves that cast is all of a sudden just the worst asshole on the fucking face of the earth, but it's never them. It's fucking strange how that works. I don't get it. The guy's a boozer, the whole channel is, which I don't, you know, but nothing against booze, but that makes, you know what I mean, changes personalities. They freaking came at me hard about a week ago. Fucking put my phone number up on their fucking live stream and everything. Training again there, Fairy? No kidding. And you're... Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I remembered. At the MO. You got it sunny today? Sunny today in the UK. Huh. Oh, that's good pot. Like I said, I gotta give fucking props to my friend Cherie that helped me up with some weed this morning. Really? Yeah, yeah. This is a say what the fuck you want to feel as fucking at home as you want to here, Vinny. As long as you're only picking on me or nobody else in the chat, then fuck that. And if somebody gave you shit in the chat, feel free to give it back. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Other than that, you know how I roll. He asked me to do the same thing, and I want to. I just, like, it was like late, and I was going to bed and stuff, but I'm going to watch it right after this, because it looks interesting. I see the first one he did. So, yeah. Exactly. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, this, you know what I mean? I've come back hard at Shoot the Shit, and I've come back hard at the Drunk News channel, and fucking... Right. I don't know what they get out of it. Right, views? You know what? I might go for fucking drama myself if I got views. I don't know, but... I mean, a paycheck's a paycheck, I guess, you know what I mean? You can start a separate drama channel, but I don't know. It seems to be popular. I think I'd rather go a different route myself, though. Like I said, I do mine. Obviously, this is never going to make me any money. I can't say never. Hopefully, someday it will, but, you know, right now, it's just, it's a hobby. It's actually therapeutic for me, where I ain't got my family with me no more. I kind of like living out in the country with no car, so I got friends to talk to when I smoke now and stuff. That's my benefits from it, is you guys, really. Honestly, it is. Well, they run out of content, so they begin attacking. Yeah, yeah, oh, exactly. What did Vinny say? Well, went back too far. There it is. I'll stick my fist up. Yeah, since I guaranteed 10 million views in the first 24 hours. Right, exactly. Change your name to fucking Jake Paul or something. Vinny Paul. Fucking guaranteed views. I have no problem putting their names in my fucking tags, though. I've done that before. It didn't seem to help, but yeah. Like, I hear people botting for views. It's like, okay, well, how much does that cost? Like, is it lucrative? Are we talking $250 for, like, fucking 5 million views? I might do the pencil work, you know what I mean? Fist bump, yeah. I'm kidding, but I see other channels, though, that, like, I don't know, they'll like have millions of views, and they'll put up another video from, you know what I mean, from a legit video, not even a cover, and it's able to stay fucking monetized. Wow. That's it. I think you said, what was that? 11 views. That's about the same here. You mean in at the same, at all at once, right, Vinny? Because I seem to pick up people, like, you know, most of the views come after the live, actually, yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think. Crims didn't know nothing about that, huh? Because he does that. Our friend, Mindless Bile, it's called, Bill. He's a real good shit. He'd help you with that, too. And I was thinking of another person, is like Jidlid's in the UK, and he knows about that. And another one would be, oh, I know. Why didn't I even think of it? Green-Eyed Monster. You know who she is. Yeah, no, Crims would be happy to help. I ain't putting him on. I know how he feels that way. If he's got the time, he will be happy to help. He'd make time for you, Creepy. We legitimately like, you know, I mean, you're a loyal viewer. Your family. No, that's sad, Fairy. You think maybe they're camera shy, Fairy? That's why? I don't know. Maybe I'll start calling you Frequency instead of Fairy. Sounds a little better. Yeah, exactly. You ought to see her little pet Spiral. I ain't into snakes. I can't. They give me the willies. I've talked about that to you before, Vinny. But yeah, quite an impressive little creature, I'll tell you. Oh, they don't watch it, is what you're saying. I thought you meant they don't come on with you. Okay, I got you. I like that new picture in your icon there. You can sit in the naughty chair. You might as well buckle up. Woo. No? You think? Facebook, I don't know. Ever since my shit fucking, I was just kidding around with somebody and my fucking shit got fucking, my son's mother, her lawyer fucking subpoenaed my shit. She didn't even subpoena it. I didn't even know that wasn't on, had to be on public, but it got used against me in family court and it had nothing to do with my son. I was just joking around with this person. They tried to make me out to be the world's worst dad on earth. I like that new icon she's got. Is that what you guys talking about? I think it looks cool. I got a lot of, are you subbed up to the, I was just thinking, Creepy, are you subbed up to the, geez, I can't even say it. The, the ICP type folks on here, you know, the Juggalo clan. I know you know. There's a ton of them on here I'm friends with. I was just thinking that'd be something you'd like. You are a few of them, yeah. I know quite a few that are good people, too. Well, most of them are good people, but yeah. It's a big community. The weather is pretty nice today, Vinny. It's getting cold at night. Well, it'll be a heat wave what I'm calling cold at night will be a heat wave in about a month or two. If not that, if shorter. Getting down to like 40, 45. Enough so you gotta turn the heat on to sleep, but the days are like perfect. Fall weather is actually like perfect temperature in Maine. It's cool at night to sleep and warm in the day and so forth, but just depressing for me because I know winter's coming. Well, I have to keep one in at a time, but no, they actually don't. When they were kittens, they did. Now they find their own spot they like. Every now and then, they want something, they don't hesitate to tell me. They'll get right up on my chest and wake me right up. Oh, yeah. Especially my silver one. He used to do that all the time. I'd wake up with that motherfucker tongue plunging in my nostril, for Christ's sakes. A kinky weirdo. I don't think he was doing it for sexual reason, but he would. He'd be like fucking trying to suck the snot out of my fucking nostrils. A fucking weird kitten. I never seen nothing like it. Yeah, he did. He was tongue plunging my nostrils. My mother, that reminded me of the joke one time. My mother was mad at my first wife. I forgot what the fuck she was mad at her for, but she looked at her. Her name was Wendy. She told her, she says, Wendy, the only hole in you that's virgin's your nose, and that's been blown. You want to know where I get that shit from? That's who. It's my mom, believe it or not. Yeah, right. Only hole in you that's virgin's your nose, and that's been blown. And she'd come up with this shit right off the fucking dome, too. She'd never hear it before, you know what I mean? She'd tell you if she heard it before. She'd say, oh, I heard that, whatever. But yeah, no, the fucking ad-lib shit she came up with was the best. Fucking funny. My mother was my best friend, honestly. Which kind of made it kind of, I don't know. She was always the mother type to me from day one, but when I got in my 20s, that was my buddy. We went everywhere together. Impromptu, that's right. Impromptu, yeah. I used to do a lot of impromptu stuff. But, Christ, I can remember... I can remember when my dealer's house would get hot, I'd send my mother up there to score weed for me. Because she dressed, you know, really fancy, a middle-aged lady, looked professional. They thought she was like a real estate lady. The cops would be out front watching the place, and she'd go right in, right out, and no problems. In drama class, you mean? Not on YouTube, but yeah, I took drama. I did. I was in what play was I in at school? Christ, it's so long ago, I can't remember. Oh, how the hell could I forget? Yeah, right. I did Romeo and Juliet, for crying out loud. I weren't one of the main parts. I forgot what part I took. I was just like a side in, whatever. I had a few lines, though. I think I was the father or something like that forbid his daughter from, you know what I mean? One of the family members, the father or the brother or something like that forbid her from seeing Tybalt. That could be it. That could be it. I am not fresh up on my... I remembered. Oh, wow. That was a good lesson as far as like acting goes, because that stuff's hard to remember. Well enough to do it right, you know? You smoked your first joint in drama? That's awesome. I smoked my first joint in my mother's house when I was 13 years old. My brother came home from school with some Panama Red. Some real Panama Red, too. The cousin that was killed. See, I'm trying to remember the whole story, and I really can't. You know what I mean? I weren't into it. I just remembered my lines and did them, and... You were Rizzo? And the Wicked Stepmother and Cinderella. Unbelievable. Rizzo. I remember that. I loved Rizzo. My mother took me to that. I must have been like 8, 9 years old when that came out into the theater, Grease. Remember that, Vinny? Did you get that in Australia when it came out? You folks are hippies, is that what you're saying? My chat shut off on me when I was reading that. Fades in and out. I smoked my first joint in a hippie circle with my folks when I was 3. 3 years old? Oh, that's not right. Wow. Yeah, that's just wrong on a lot of levels, but... Wow, Vinny, that's awesome. Do a great impersonation of Bon Scott? I probably could. Bon Scott was one of my still is one of my favorite lead singers, too. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people in America don't even realize. You know what I mean? I had friends here in Maine that actually thought they were all English because of the new lead singer. I was like, no, that's an Australian band. They fucking argued with me up and down. We didn't have a phone that night to get on, you know, YouTube or Google it or whatever, but yeah. Stay quiet, they don't notice you, right? Jailbreak. Yeah, there's gonna be a jailbreak. That was one of my favorites, too. Because it was all in the name of liberty. I loved it. The Bon Scott AC/DC was my favorite. I had to admit, though, Back in Black, the guy impressed me. I was shocked how good they fucking did to recover, you know. And they've been kicking ass ever since, but Bon Scott, the old fucking, oh man, fucking Whole Lot of Rosie and fucking that stuff, that was my shit. Their more bluesy stuff was really good. Oh, that sucked. I love Tom Petty. Back in Black was good, but yeah, that was the first album they did, Creepy. You probably know that after Bon Scott died, the original lead singer. What a tragic way he died. Yeah, we've got big balls, yeah. Dirty big balls. That was the original, you're right. That was on Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. Fucking, oh, I loved AC/DC. I've seen so many, I worked at a civic center seeing one concert after another. I've seen hundreds, literally hundreds of rock, hard rock shows, country shows, pop shows, you name it. But pound for pound, AC/DC was right up there, if not probably my favorite live show I've ever seen. I mean, you'd go, right. It is, too. I mean, you'd go to sit down, you'd be out of breath from fucking boogieing out, you know what I mean? They'd fucking play something better. Next thing you know, you're right back up on your fucking feet rocking again. Them fucking guys had everybody on, they were dancing in the aisles. Did they? Kindred? It said Skindred. I like that better. Skindred. I've heard of Kindred. I think that's who you meant, right? You know what I like these days for a newer band is Siva. They come out with some good shit. That's a straightforward, just heavy rocking, no frills, no, you know, special effects band. John Kay. No kidding. They're called Skindred? No shit, I fucking like that. I'm gonna have to check them out. Yeah, like I said, I've seen some really good bands still, but I'm telling you, AC/DC is the shit live. They're from South Africa? No kidding, I didn't know that. Unreal Frequency, thanks for letting me know that. I did not know that. No kidding. That's awesome. That's good trivia to know right there. Like I said, I like the band. I ain't studied into the background or nothing, but what I've heard, like on the radio, their hits, I really dig. You seen them twice? Yeah, they come to Maine every year with the Rise Above Fest. That pissed me off. I was supposed to film my friend's band, fucking do a little documentary for them, and the guy that was supposed to give me a ride blew me off like an hour before they were supposed to go on stage. And I didn't make it there to film them, so therefore my press pass to film them, they were mad because I didn't make it. I couldn't get into any of the show. And I could have brought 6 people in with me free. And the motherfucker got drunk and fucking hung over, calls me about 10 in the morning and says, "Wow, it's going for 2 days, right? We're all set." I says, "Oh, you stupid fuck." Wasn't I mad? Nice. Electric Avenue. That must have been funny. Wow, I just got that link. You creepy. I can see it. Electric Avenue. You gotta rock on to Electric Avenue. That's funny. Oh, I think he's talking about the song. But yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good, Frequency. It's funny, I can see your icon up here from the link you just sent me, creepy. Do they? Yeah. I like heads up on different type bands, especially ones I haven't heard of, honestly. I'm going to get rid of your icon here. I'll check that out when I get off stream. Man, the ball that keeps giving. I'm liking it. I didn't even pack it tight, just loosely. Been smoking on it a minute. Oh, really? Yeah? I had an old Saturn. Them things, I tell you, with the Tech 4s, the straight 4s, you can't kill that motor. I couldn't. I had a O2. You got a 97? Yeah, I had one of them too. I think mine was a 96, actually. 5-speed. It was like a teal green color. 4-door. Good little grocery getters, all plastic. The only thing metal on that whole body was the roof, the trunk, and the hood. It stinks. Well, they're not. I don't know what you mean by. Yeah, they're just grocery getters. Mine was, oh, literally stinks. I got you. Yeah. I was gonna say they're nothing. They're no speed demons by no means. I weren't afraid to pass anybody with it, but you had to really, get onto it. They're knotless. I'd be surprised if they got 100 horsepower, but I know, yeah. I got you, Frequency. Do they? I'll have to check that out too. Awesome. But I've heard of dope. But yeah, mine, I couldn't kill that damn car. The cam even got a worn cam lobe on one of my cylinders, and that thing ran for like 2 years with a worn cam lobe. Say that 3 times fast. You know what I mean? So the top end of the motor was always tick, 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 tick. Sounds like a lifter, but they have overhead cams. But yeah. Mine was I think it was just single overhead cam. Less complicated. I tell you what, that motor was dependable though. I bought it just for that reason, too, because it was like a, you know, fit right in kind of car. I wanted to ride under the radar, not in it, you know. That dude, what? That dude that did the original, oh, Pete Burns, okay. Wow, no kidding. No kidding. There's a lot of people dropping like flies. You know, I was just thinking about it. Tom Petty was in the group, the Traveling Wilburys, and at one time Bob Dylan was, and so weren't Roy Orbison. Now, Roy passed, unfortunately. He's another legend. But I'm just surprised, you know, I mean, it surprised me that, you know, Bob Dylan outlived Tom Petty, you know. Yeah, yeah. Plastic surgery so much that he was so attractive when he was young. He ended up looking picking on steroid. Who was that? You mean Tom Petty? Yeah, Let There Be Rock. Yeah, you're right. They do that. They stretch that right out. Oh, Pete Burns. I'm sorry. Okay, I was gonna say if it was Tom, his work didn't look too bad. He didn't seem horrendous, but yeah. You know who else? There's a lot of people that do that. It looks fucking hideous when they get it overdone. It can't be fixed. There you go. Very talented. He hadn't cut an album in like, what, a decade. It had to have been at least 10 years, but there was a while there. That man, anything he wrote went right to the top. It was just legendary. Kind of like another, I don't know, another good writer like, you know, there's all kinds of them. Like, who's that guy from the Eagles who's roast one? I can't remember the name right now. Not Don Henley, but the other one. Don Henley was good, too. Sang End of the Innocence and all that. Another good songwriter. I'm talking about the guy from not Jay Giles, like the guy from Creedence Clearwater. Oh, John Fogerty. He's another songwriter, kind of similar. Not in style, but one song right after another, you know. Wrote many hits. Bowie was a huge loss. No problem, Creepy. You're a big softy. Aw. That just means you're human. I like that. Got empathy and a heart. Should wear that as a badge of courage. Pride, you know? Something you should be proud of. The world needs more empathy and people with heart these days. It's a friggin' evil place. I'm worried about my 9-year-old. I know that. Not that I'm worried about him specifically. Just the world he's got to grow up in is not. Oh. If I had a safe bubble, I'd fucking throw him in it. But you can't. You know what I mean? I'm kind of understanding why them people overseas have arranged marriages. They go and find their boy a wife, and you know what I mean? If I could set them up in a home, say, there, you're good. Don't experience it. We'll do it all for you. I don't, you know, I'm kidding, but I get where their parents are coming from. Okay. Inspection sticker, huh? Or you talking, have fun. Either way, good luck. You ain't gonna have too much fun probably, but yeah, we salute you too. Thanks, Frequency. It's fun to have you around. I'm glad you're here now. Honestly. Love my viewers, man. Wish I lived closer. I can get you an inspection sticker. I'll have to go rock. You do it. Yeah. I hate going to the DMV, though. Oh, that can take for hours around here. I almost said forever instead of hours. I said for hours. That's good. That could take for hours. That could be a new thing, huh? Took me for hours. Oh, man. I'm fucking stoned. That's how I know it's good pot. I got a good tolerance, too. You're welcome. That's right. You are fam. I totally agree. I love my YouTube family. Honestly, immensely. I couldn't be more truthful about that statement. I have fun with everybody usually, you know. I had some bigger celebrities coming in that I didn't even know were coming in, you know what I mean, under on a fake account or whatever, you know, what would you call that? It's not a troll account because they weren't trolling, but whatever, you know what I mean. And I didn't even know it till I'd get like an inside Twitter post or whatever, you know. And that's kind of what my channel wanted to be about, is like stopping, you know, I wanted to make it about that anyway, is like, you know, stopping discrimination against people that want to use, you know, medicinal marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, or even recreational for adults, you know. It's harmless, but, you know, this channel's out there, they got a family-friendly channel. If they got caught hanging out on here or in any 420 channel having fun, whether they were smoking or not, or just saying that they agree with it, could fucking literally, you know, and these people, that is their business, you know. They'd lose their whole shit. It's not right. But that's not YouTube or Google or anybody. That's just people, you know. Scared to be their true self, you know what I mean? Even if they agree with it, they won't agree to, you know, if it goes against the status quo or whatever, you know, popularity, they ain't gonna, not the creators, I'm talking about the people, you know what I mean? It's hate people on it. It's crazy. What do they call that? Like gang mentality, you know what I mean? They go with the in thing or whatever. Stupid. It's coming around though. I can remember just when it was like political suicide for any politician to say he even agreed with smoking marijuana, you know, or God forbid he said he ever did. Remember when Clinton had to backpedal on that and he said he smoked pot in college? And I know what he did. I guarantee what he did. I don't know. I've never been like filled in. But the second he said that, he's like, I smoked pot in college. Then he started backpedaling on it. He's like, but I didn't inhale, which made it sound even stupider. But he's trying to backpedal is all. Fucking shouldn't have happened. A lot of people don't know it, but like the last president, the last George Bush, George W. would that be? I don't know. His son, anyway, the last one that was president, that guy, I got no problem with him, but like he had quite a history in college, you know what I mean? He's a recovering addict. He's alcohol. He's quite the partier. Matter of fact, he got an OUI when he was in college, right in Portland, Maine. And they released that right before the election the last time he ran, but it didn't come out quick enough to sink him, you know what I mean? I can tell you who did it too. It was Attorney Longley in Portland, Maine that released that, let everybody know. Talk about an eccentric attorney. He's a big, like, murder. He did a lot of, well, famous murder trials for Maine, New England. This guy Longley, it's spelled Longley. Matter of fact, my mother used to clean his offices when she did chambermaid work. Eccentric. He wears this fucking hat in the court. It had a fucking spinning thing on the end, top of it. But the guy was fucking won all kinds of, like I said, high-profile murder cases and stuff. Yeah. He was the one that told, you know, let it loose to whatever, the news or whatever. When he found proof, he put it up. He had the receipts. He advertised it about, yeah. I don't know if he was the first one, but he was the first one that I ever heard of doing it, you know what I mean? And the Bush got a OUI in Portland, and he did. But back in the 80s or whatever, well, it was starting to get bad then. I don't know when he got it, if it was 70s or 80s. I don't know what years he would have been in college. He's older than me, so probably 70s. Wouldn't have been too much. Back then it weren't too big of a deal, you know what I mean? Is it like it is now? But when he was running for president, it was a big thing. I'm surprised that they released it in the beginning of the campaign. That probably would have had a worse effect on him. My father always told me, I remember when the Watergate shit went on with Nixon when I was a little kid. My father fought in the Korean War. He was in the Air Force and the Navy and everything. He was in the service over 16 years. 13 in 1 and 3 in the Navy. 13 in the Air Force, 3 in the Navy. I was born on a military base. But anyways, I remember him telling me when Nixon happened, he's like, if anything, he's like, the only difference between Nixon and any other president, he says, is they got caught. He goes, they're all fucking crooked. He says, that's the only difference. He says, I guarantee you, he said, if you could know what was going on or behind the scenes of every president, the only difference is, he says, Nixon got caught. He ain't no worse than any other president we've had or will have. And he's been right, unfortunately. I gotta see what... They'll make a big thing out of anything to try and make competitors look bad. You're right. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, you ain't kidding. All's fair in love, war, and politics, I guess. People will fucking... Oh, my word. Go against their whole moral fucking ethics if they ever had any for them, that shit. Especially jealousy. Oh, my God. I've seen people trip out over jealousy and love and do things that they'd never... You know, they're definitely morally against and never dream of, but they snap or whatever. It's crazy. Make you insane. I've seen it happen. I've gotten, like, not jealous, but so heartbroken I was, you know, I was a danger to myself, but nobody else, you know. No, I guess I might have been. I get drunk as fuck and out riding around, but I wasn't trying to hurt anybody else specifically, but I could have, you know what I mean? I was driving drunk. I was young. No excuse. I own it, though. I only got one OUI that actually stuck. I got another one, and the cop lost his friggin' breathalyzer report. Everyone has a breaking point. That's right, yeah. Love can make people do things, too. You know what I mean? It's weird. Love can make you violent. You know what I mean? Strange how the human psyche works. It really is. This bull's still fucking going, man. Like that. Pipe that keeps on giving. That might be the end. She's cash now. Yeah. This thing at one time was solid white. I see kids all the time want to fucking scrape it. I'm like, no, you ain't. All the kids around here, young kids, 20-somethings, you know. They'll have glass bowls like this with big chips out of them. You ever see that? And they'll have pieces of tape on them because they fucking scraped the fucking things when they ran out of weed. Oh, see if I missed something here. Yeah, okay. Just a wall. Thank you, by the way. You see, TDM had a thing on his chat this morning about how he wanted people to, like, what was it? Yeah, no, stay on track with what, you know, talk about what's going on at that moment or whatever. But yeah, I get it. Off topic. That was what I was trying to think of. Oh, right. Well, you know what? Your grinder would be all right though, because that's right. That's all you keef. When you queef, you keef. Remember when I first heard that statement, I kept like, what are you fucking guys saying? Smoking queef? What the fuck are you talking about? But yeah. Yeah, I figured, I knew that wouldn't offend you, but yeah. Easy going. But yeah, you can, if you got something there to friggin' go for it, dude. For real. It's like hash material right there, you know? You ever see how they used to make hash before they had, you know, the methods of doing it now? Well, I gotta make some coffee. I don't know if I got enough for a cup here or not. It's old and yucky. I got you. Yeah. I don't know what you mean by yucky, but I mean, as long as you had it covered up or whatever. Weren't like, if it didn't get moist, it shouldn't have been mildewed, you know? Now I can't see over here. But yeah, that's why people have that. You ever notice they come with the screens in them, the grinders? You're talking about the hand grinder, right? Them screens, I guess, are for that. But I guess them crystals and stuff, that's what that, you know, is supposed to collect. That's what people use to make hash out of. Legitimately. I was watching that's what I was going to get to. I was watching a biography on how they originally made hash, like over in Afghanistan and stuff, and you get Afghan hash or whatever, the original way they did it. They'd actually have a fucking great big bowl like this big, like shaped like a wok, you know what I mean? Just but a bowl, you know what I mean? Huge one. And they'd put cheesecloth over the top of it and put butt on it, on top of the cheesecloth, and literally tap on it with sticks like it was a big fucking drum for a long time until they got enough crystals to make hash with. Oh, it's a plastic grinder? I never seen one of them. All the ones I ever seen over here are all metal. Cheap ass pot metal, but they're metal, you know what I mean? Chrome plated or something. No kidding. Yeah, I wouldn't dig in deep, but as long as you know what I mean. But tomorrow's Saturday. You ain't got long to wait either way, but God damn it, if I had a week or so to wait and it'd been a while, you can bet I'd take a fucking tote. Guarantee it. But I think that was on National Geographic channel. Nat Geo. They got a huge channel on YouTube. Anything they play on their cable network, they play on YouTube eventually. Once it's not considered a new release or whatever, they post it up. Most channels do. The History, Discovery Network, all of them do. But it was a really cool documentary. Right. No, I'm trying to think. Yeah, and you're even 5 hours ahead of me, so you're closer to Saturday than we are. God damn. I was just thinking if fucking tomorrow's payday and that's what you're waiting for, then fucking, what's wrong with the sister's credit, you know? What the fuck? But if you gotta wait for your caretaker, then that's what we call them here too. We got guys in Portland now that are fucking delivering weed door to door, and they're getting away with it legally. They're doing it legally too. They got dispensaries because they're doing it, and then they're calling it donations. They got a little loophole in the law. I probably shouldn't be saying it because I don't want it like getting, you know. But yeah, if you're in Portland area, you know, in Cumberland County, I should say, any of the dispensaries down there, if you got a medical license, we'll deliver you weed. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah. Our market's flooded here. I'm telling you. Back in the day, I used to make a lot of money just selling weed. I had a very small circle I worked with too, just like 4 or 5 real close friends. I'd go get a few pounds, turn it over to them, make my profit, and it, you know. But yeah. I used to turn my paycheck into fucking like triple it before I'd even go home. Right. That's the only thing. Yeah, but see, now where it's legal, everybody can grow. Everybody's got it. The market is flooded. It's a good thing. But when I'm broke, I don't. Sometimes I like kick myself in the ass, or even, you know, I was one of the guys that was out getting petitions signed and to get it on the ballot to be voted on and shit. I'm still glad I did it, but I'm just saying at times I think, geez, I wish the fuck I didn't do that. I'm broke. I could fucking call this person, get rid of a QP, and have a fucking couple $100 right now, but now it's just being a middleman type thing, you know what I mean? I ain't embarrassed of it because it was weed. It was harmless, you know what I mean? It was all adults. It wasn't like I was going to fucking high school and selling it in the fucking smoking lounge like I did when I was a kid too, but I did. I got kicked out of high school for selling a joint to my friend in the smoking lounge, and the teacher caught me. They used to have a smoking lounge in our high school. Imagine that. Now you can't even smoke on the property. But yeah. Yeah. No, any other deal, and I wouldn't be proud to admit it, you know what I'm saying? We've all had skeletons in the closet, I guess. But as far as like weed goes, nah. Ain't nothing I'm embarrassed about at all. Or ashamed of, whatever, you know. But they're finding, you know, that's the ticket too. Like, what? I don't know what other countries it is, but like, as far as like the war on drugs goes, what they did with cannabis is a good, you know, model to show how to get rid of it. I mean, if you legalize something, there is no black market. You get rid of the black market. In other countries, I forgot which ones. I'm gonna have to find out so I can say it right. But they literally have laws where no drug is illegal. They just educate you of the dangers and let you, as an adult, make up your own conscious mind, you know? And they have not even a 16th of the trouble that other nations have with addiction. Can you imagine that? I mean, of course you ain't allowed to use shit in public, but like, anything you want, they can go get. Like right at the pharmacy or whatever, I don't know however methods they use, but yeah, it's not illegal. And they don't have, like I said, not even a 16th of the trouble that other countries have with addiction. It's the forbidden fruit. I really think that. You tell a guy that he can't have something, he wants it all that much more. I'm thinking. I don't know. Not only that, like I said, if you can get it illegally, it eliminates the black market. Yeah. Right, you're right. I agree. Totally. I totally agree with you. That's why me and my ex broke up the first time. Shame on her, too, you know what I mean? We were both doing a lot of blow. We were, you know, I was young. So kind of like how I hooked her, fucking, you know what I mean? She'd come with, you know, we started partying, and then she got a settlement, I got a settlement, and we had a ball, and ended up getting knocked up, and fucking, but when I found out she was pregnant, I told everybody in my town, I said, don't fucking sell her nothing. I'm going to be pissed if you do, motherfuckers. And she went to school without me, and they wouldn't sell her anything. So she got all pissed off and moved out of fucking town. When I went to fucking go to the hospital to see my baby be born, she called the police so I couldn't come upstairs and say I threatened her and had me put in jail. And that was the first time. Yeah. I went back after my son turned, wow, just like 3 years ago. 2 years ago, we got back together. And she did the same shit when she wanted to break up. I got in an argument with her daughter about picking on her brother. And yeah, she calls the cops and fucking yells, cries wolf, said I threatened her then with a knife. Because all the charges are dropped, I get found not innocent and all that, yeah. But I'm just getting my court-ordered visits back as of this month. My son's the one that pays, you know. It is terrible, but I don't know if I should blame bipolar or whatever, but she is bipolar, and she's drinking the whiskey, plus she's a full-blooded Indian girl, and she'll be, we ain't even arguing, and she'll just go, poof. And it's only happened twice. But when it happens, she does that shit. So it's like, I'm too old to fucking dare to go back as much as I want to. I want to be with her. Because we never have any trouble. And when it is, she don't even tell me we're arguing. Doesn't even tell me we're mad, nothing. We didn't even see each other that day. She was in the back bedroom. the cops knocked on the door and I fucking answered it, and even the kids are like, they haven't even talked to each other today. Ma's drunk, don't listen to her. They still arrested me. They don't care. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, she isn't managing it properly, because you're right. When she does manage it properly, she doesn't act that way. That's not the real April at all. At all. She gets drinking whiskey and shit, and yeah, fucking gets pissed off, you know. Plus her daughter was 16, and I was a thorn in her side, because, like, she's the one watching my son now and having her boyfriends over and doing whatever the fuck she wants while mom's working 2 jobs. Whereas when I was there, I had my son, I was watching him. And she could have her boyfriend come over, but you know what I mean, weren't no parties going on, and fucking, her sister's kind of mean to her brother. She'd be like, you know, telling him to go to his bedroom all the time because she's got friends in the living room and shit, and you know, he don't need that. He's got a right to come home from school and not have to put up with every fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry in his house, fucking minors having a fucking drinking party, you know what I mean? I don't want my son in that atmosphere, especially the younger crowd. But yeah, she literally started an argument with me. You know what I mean? And then fucking built her mom up and got her pissed all fucking day long till she snapped. I don't think she expected her to do that, but that's what happened. I don't want him in it. Metal also. You know what they told me the last time I asked them to go do a welfare check on my son? They said, yeah, we'll go do a welfare check on your son, but we'll have to arrest you for breaking the protection from abuse order. I didn't even talk to her. I see a post on Facebook that said she was living with another guy and had moved out of the house. And I'm saying, oh, great. Now she's living there with her sister alone. You know? Yeah, exactly. How did I break it? But I guess they said it would be like third-party contact. I said, I'm not asking you to give her a fucking message. I'm asking you to go there and make sure my kid is fucking alive, healthy, and not being harmed. But, yeah, they didn't want one to do their job. Sure, well, in other words, they were telling me, yeah, we'll go do it if you make us, but if you make us fucking go do this, we're going to throw you in jail, so you still want it done? Ain't it fucked up? I swear to God. Waldo County Sheriff's Department in Maine. Motherfuckers, they can fuck right off, Waldo County. I ain't afraid of them cocksuckers. Them are pigs, you know what I mean? That's a pig. You don't have to like me or whatever, you know what I mean? That's a kid. What are you in? If you ain't worried about public safety and concerned with people's welfare, then what the fuck are you doing that job for? Obviously for the wrong reasons. He's one of them ones that wants to be a bully and, you know, power trip, be able to tase people. Quick resistance. Quick resistance. One of them motherfuckers, you know. Hate people like that. They give real policemen a bad name. I mean, like, look at the first responders from Las Vegas the other day. That was real cops helping. They're jumping on people and fucking shielding themselves with their own bodies and stuff. That's, you know, that's what I call a real policeman. They don't have to go to that extreme, but I'm just saying they deserve credit, you know. Yeah, exactly. If I had a friend report it, they would have said it was third-party contact. Yeah, they did not want to be made to go do their job. But then again, I don't even know. You know what I mean? She could have been sitting there when they went to check, and I would have looked like an idiot. But at least I would have known my kid was all right. I don't know, but she weren't posting something on Facebook like that just to fucking make me jealous, you know? She's done that shit. She thinks I'm getting a new girlfriend or whatever, then she'll want to reel me in. It's like, well, if you don't want the fucking package deal and act like a human, then fucking let me go. I mean, but I had to get over it when that shit's going on, but oh, it's the same one. I thought you had a new one up there. Don't matter more. Yeah, exactly. That's all I was worried about. I don't know. I do got a neighbor that lives across the street. girl that I used to ride to a clinic in Bangor with. Nah, I don't talk to her, but if anything, she promised me if anything serious was going on, if she knew anything, you know what I mean, that if anything bad, you know, that she'd definitely inform me. But people say a lot of stuff, you know. She's the type I think that would, but I don't know. We'll see. Watch me. I don't know. All I can only do is pray for the best. It'll end, you know, soon because I'll be having them, you know, every other weekend and holidays and stuff. So, which is the reason why I'm moving out of here. I mean, I could stay here. I can even go in and use the house on the weekend when I got my son if I want to. So if I'm still here, I'm still all set. My landlady said, you know, she's got a bedroom right in there she ain't even using. We could let Dalton have for the weekend, you know what I mean? But nothing wrong with this RV. It's one bedroom and stuff. I could stay in the living room like I do and let him have the bedroom as long as I heat it. It's just, you know, I just don't want to hear that. Oh, he's living in a fucking camper and bringing his kid there and stuff. I got to be so careful because she'll sink me for anything. Like I said, they tried to sink me for fucking Facebook, honestly. Exactly. You're right. You're right. It's 16 in the age. I hate to tell people that because, you know, a lot of my friends have 16-year-old kids. But at the age of 16, my friend went to go get her daughter back. She was staying with this 30-year-old guy. And she sent the cops in to go get her. And they went in and checked. And they said, we can't make her leave me. And she's like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? She's 16 years old. Fucking, I'm going to go drag her out by her ear and bring her ass home. They're like, you do, we'll have to arrest you. She weren't breaking any laws. They weren't partying or anything at the time. And even though she was in there with her 30-some-odd-year-old boyfriend and she was 16 years old, her mother couldn't do anything about it and the cops would not make her leave. At 16, it's pretty much like 18. They can take off. You can't do shit about it. Imagine that. I guess 16's like, you know, if orange is the new black, I guess 16's the new 18. Like I said, I hate to even talk about it on here because I don't want 16-year-old kids to hear it and go, woo, you know. Yeah, well, you know, my mother used to try to she'd drag me back many a times. I was always anxious to move out, but that was just me. I'd take off, especially in the summertime, or I'd go, you know, take off for a month or two, go stay with friends, girlfriends, or whatever, but I'd always come home. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you went right and you went for a full tilt, huh? Yeah. Christ, I remember one time, I got arrested for OUI or something when I was drinking. I did like a fucking, no, I know what it was. I did 90 days in jail. That time for beating up that fucking child molester I told you about. The one that fucking molested my friend's kid. And we did. I beat the living tar out of that motherfucker. But anyways, I got sentenced to 90 days for it, and I'd do it again. But I got out of jail from doing that, and I went to go to my apartment, and fucking somebody else was living in it. I was like, what the absolute fuck is going on? I called my landlord up, the company that, you know, the place that rented it to me, and, they're like, yeah, no, my mother forged my name and everything, moved me out, didn't even tell him I was in jail, nothing, moved me out, kept all my stuff, and I call up like, Mom, what are you doing? She goes, I didn't want you living there, I didn't like the neighborhood. You're going to have to come home, I got all your stuff here. What was I going to do? She meant well, but I just went home. I was like, you dirty bitch, that's fucking dirty pool, Ma. My mom was the best, though. Yeah, I was her youngest. And plus being a hemophiliac, she worried fucking terrible about me. I can't, that woman went through hell with more hell with my disease than I did, honestly. Can you imagine? One time, she, by mistake, gave me half an aspirin. Thought it was a Tylenol. Right, it's parenting. It's because you're a good, loving mom. There's nothing wrong with that. That's commendable. But, she gave me half an aspirin. I'm a hemophiliac, which is a bleeder. I think I've explained that to you. But I woke up the next morning. I guess I remember this vaguely. I remember being bloody, but I woke up. I was bleeding out every orifice. She said my eyes, my nose, my mouth, literally out my ass. Every fucking thing that had a hole was fucking bleeding. fucking just from half an aspirin. Regular adult strength aspirin, but yeah, I had to be rushed to the hospital for fucking, so I can't imagine, and I was like 9 or 10 then, I can't imagine, you know, what she must have went through, you know. I can remember it weren't that bad to me. I remember being in the hospital a long time and it sucked, but yeah. Exactly, it was more terrifying from her than it was me. I was literally covered, had to tell you, probably couldn't tell what color my skin was. Because I'd hemorrhage like a bastard, but that's why I ain't got no teeth. I was brushing them and fucking all of a sudden it started hemorrhaging and kept, you know what I mean, kept getting worse and worse and worse every time I brushed them. One time I couldn't stop it. I go in to have them, you know, fix it, and they say, okay, we're going to put you out and go in through the front and cauterize it off, to cauterize the bleeds off. I woke up from the operating table with not a tooth in my mouth. They couldn't do it that way. They said, well, we're going to prove for you to have dentures, so we figured we'd just nip it in the bud. That's the only way we could do it. And I was like, and of course, yeah, I did get dentures, but they don't fit right, and fucking, even April didn't like them. They were too big. They made the teeth too long, you know what I mean? It weren't like the natural size. Exactly. Yeah, it was fucked up, creepy. So, no, I'm glad my kid can get that. Like, if I had a girl, I guess that's how it carries on. If I have a girl, she'll definitely be a carrier. And if she has a boy, then there'll be a 50-50 chance of being hemophiliac. But, like, where I had a boy, it don't carry on. But I guess it does in a sense, because I guess if I end up having a granddaughter, she'll be a carrier regardless. So it keeps going that way, but yeah. But they got it nipped in the bud now. Like I said, the medication's expensive, but I can take a shot of this stuff called Benefix, Factor 9 blood coagulant, and good to go, you know. I know, it isn't. I know, it was. Oh, I had a rough bringing. Made me rebel, you know. I'd make the basketball team or the baseball team or whatever, football team. And then the coach would find out afterwards I made the team, you know what I mean, even played a couple games, that I was a hemophiliac, and they'd fucking get worried and boot me off the team because of that. No other reason. My mother'd be like, let him stay, I'll worry about it. I'll go to every game, you know what I mean. I'll sign anything so you ain't responsible. And they wouldn't, you know. Makes you rebellious. Did. So when you get blown out of sports for no reason, you know what I mean? The next crowd, you know what the next crowd was to me? Here we go, boy. Hindsight, I'm glad it happened, but my school, they used to call them the burnouts. They were the fucking best crowd. They were more true to fucking people than any other people, you know? Especially the friggin' jocks. They were just fucking stuck up Richie Rich, you know what I mean? Think I'm better than everybody else crowd. I just wanted to play sports. I could slam a couple of them. I had a big thing about fucking proving just because I was a fucking bleeder didn't make me no fucking wuss. I had a good little reputation in school. They said I was a dirty fighter, but I was like, oh, there ain't no such thing as a dirty fighter, man. It's called survival. That's cool, though. I'll fucking smoke with you, creepy. Cheers to that. Beats the fuck out of nothing. It'll be potent, too. A couple tokes, like I said. That's your fucking Keith, so. I still got a little nugget here. Yeah, it looks real tiny from there. It's bigger than it looks. My little, she don't even call it, I always say my little juggalette friend that I ride to the clinic with, but she goes, I'm a juggalo, because I was a juggalo before there were juggalettes, so. Right? You don't know how to have a cup, what'd that say? I think I might have misread that. Because I don't know how to have a couple, right? I got you, yeah. Me either. Ah, man. Gotta wipe my nose. Hold on. Excuse me. Hope I ain't getting a cold. Runny nose, but I get that no matter what. Yeah, exactly. My mother used to tell me the same thing. She said, no moderation whatsoever, Dean, she'd say. She used to tell me I get fucking... She goes, if you were swimming, she goes, you'd get ankle deep by going head first. She says, everything you do, you get ankle deep by going in head first. The fucking woman was amazingly funny, I'm telling you. Ankle deep by going head first. She was funny, too. She dressed like a prim and proper lady. She went to church, you know what I mean? Her brothers had a Pentecostal church. She went to it. And very, true woman, very religious, too. Well, I should say spiritual, because she went into religion. She liked Jesus and whatnot, but she meant it. But, like, just funny. And then on the other hand, she'd come home and have a couple beers, you know what I mean? She didn't like smoking, said it made her dizzy. She tried. But, anyways... I remember her telling me one time, she says, she just think of this fucking weird off the shit wall. She says, money grows on trees. She says, all humans do too. I said, what the fuck you mean? Humans don't come on trees, Ma. She goes, yeah, we do. She says, think about it. She says, we were all born in a cunt tree. I says, holy fuck, Ma. Fucking cunt tree. We're all born in a cunt tree, she says. She used to hate that word, too, if I used it. Shut up! I don't want to hear you say that! Yeah. We're all born in a country, she'd say. What the fuck, Ma? Yeah, she passed in 96. I miss my mom. Every day. It ain't a hurting thing, though, you know what I mean? She wouldn't want me... fucking being bummed out and fucking depressed over it. You just remember the good times, but you still miss them, you know what I mean? Because you miss them. The last thing she'd want me to do was fucking, and I could get that way. I mean, my mother was nothing closer to me than my mom, you know what I mean? Mama's boy, oh yeah, I'd proud of it. I'd wear that fucking tag anyway. I was still. My mom was cool as fuck. Didn't she hate her name, though? She was born, well, her mother and her grandmother came straight over from Sweden, so her first name was Hilda. Didn't she hate that? Hated her name. It didn't fit her either, really, because she's a lot prettier and stuff. The name Hilda, it just doesn't sound too feminine. It sounds like kind of like Butch German, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. She used to get, everybody, when they teased the Broomhilda and shit. Oh, my God. You knew better than to say that to her. And Broomhilda went to Zoomhilda, and then they used to call her Zoomy. Oh, man, she'd get fucking pissed. Right? Too posh for you? I got you. Not bad, though. Nowhere near as bad as Hilda. Holy word. But I called it, when I called her by her name every now and then, it'd be Hildy, you know what I mean? She didn't mind that so much, but... Hilda Elaine. I guess I'm good, as long... That around here, big thing with credit is your mother's maiden name, you know what I mean? If you know somebody's mother's maiden name, you can fucking get a credit card with it. Honestly. Go get ID established and fucking... I see people do that all the time. I've been fucking haven't been able to get my license forever. I see people getting new, you know what I mean, new ID and all this shit. And I'm like, well, fucking hook me up. I could go for a new line of credit and a fucking, clean license. Fuck yeah, I'm in. Take any name you got available. Fucking Muhammad Kareem or some dude Jabad something. I don't fucking care. Fucking let me have it. I would though for a line of credit. Oh yeah. I ain't got bad credit. I just ain't got fucking... I don't know how it works in the UK. I imagine it's pretty similar. Because our banking and stuff and all Wall Street and all that stuff is all intertwined. But I just haven't got you know, like establish good credit, really good credit. That's what they keep saying. They're like, well, you haven't got bad credit, but you haven't got good credit either, because you haven't done enough, you know, credit transactions or whatever. I'm like, well, I gotta have somebody approve a fucking loan or a credit card for me to have a positive transaction. So which motherfuckers are you going first, you know? Somebody don't start the process. And so far, I ain't had no takers, though. Well, I take that back. There's internet cards on, but you wouldn't want them. Holy fuck, I've been on over an hour. Time flies, as I always say. Alright, well, I'm going to fucking bounce out. Thanks, Frequency. Creepy. Always fun talking to you. What else we have up in here this morning that I forgot? I don't know. It's good morning, though. I appreciate you guys, man. Have a good day, alright? Again, well, I'll talk to you soon. I'm going to go watch... Yeah, Vinny, that's right. How the fuck could I forget Vinny G? I fucking love that dude. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm going to go watch your video, as a matter of fact. Oh, actually, it's right here. The phone's right here. I'm on over there where I sit. But peace out, man. Smoke more, less.